Did you know that faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of Yah? My goal is to bless you with the word. Listen to it while you're driving. Listen to it while you're walking along the way. Listen to it when you lay down at night. Listen to the word. Genesis chapter 9 through chapter 11. Our power blessed Noah and his sons and said to them, "Be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth. The fear and dread of you will be upon every wild animal, every bird in the air, every creature populating the ground, and all the fish in the sea. They have been handed over to you. Every moving thing that lives will be food for you. Just as I gave you green plants before, so now I give you everything. Only flesh with its life, which is its blood, you are not to eat. I will certainly demand an accounting for the blood of your lives. I will demand it from every animal and from every human being. I will demand from every human being an accounting for the life of his fellow human being. Whoever sheds human blood by a human being will his own blood be shed. For our power made human beings in his image. And you people, be fruitful, multiply, swarm on the earth, and multiply on it." Our power spoke to Noah and his sons with him. He said, "As for me, I am herewith establishing my covenant with you, with your descendants after you, and with every living creature that is with you, the birds, the livestock, and every wild animal with you, all going out of the ark, every animal on earth. I will establish my covenant with you, that never again will all living beings be destroyed by the waters of a flood, and there will never again be a flood to destroy the earth." Our power added, "Here is the sign of the covenant I am making between myself and you, and every living creature with you, for all generations to come. I am putting my rainbow in the cloud. It will be there as a sign of the covenant between myself and the earth. Whenever I bring clouds over the earth, and the rainbow is seen in the cloud, I will remember my covenant which is between myself and you and every living creature of any kind. And the water will never again become a flood to destroy all living beings. The rainbow will be in the cloud, so that when I look at it, I will remember the everlasting covenant between our power and every living creature of any kind on the earth." Our power said to Noah, "This is the sign of the covenant which I have established between myself and every living creature on the earth." The sons of Noah who went out from the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham is the father of Canaan. These three were the sons of Noah, and the whole earth was populated by them. Noah, a farmer, was the first to plant a vineyard. He drank so much of the wine that he got drunk and lay uncovered in his tent. Ham, the father of Canaan, saw his father shamefully exposed, went out and told his two brothers. Shem and Japheth took a cloak, put it over both their shoulders, and walking backward went in and covered their naked father. Their faces were turned away so that they did not see their father lying there shamefully exposed. When Noah awoke from his wine, he knew what his youngest son had done to him. He said, "Cursed be Canaan. He will be a servant of servants to his brothers." Then he said, "Blessed be Yahweh, the power of Shem. Canaan will be their servant. May our power enlarge Japheth. He will live in the tents of Shem, but Canaan will be their servant." After the flood, Noah lived 350 years. In all, Noah lived 950 years. Then he died. Here is the genealogy of the sons of Noah: Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Sons were born to them after the flood. The sons of Japheth were Gomer, Magog, Madai, Yavan, Tuval, Meshach, and Tyrus. The sons of Gomer were Ashkenaz, Riphat, and Togarmah. The sons of Yavan were Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. From these, the islands of the nations were divided into their lands, each according to its language, according to their families in their nations. The sons of Ham were Cush, Mitzrayim, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush were Sava, Havilah, Saphta, Ramah, Saphtka. The sons of Ramah were Sheva and Dedan. Cush fathered Nimrod, who was the first powerful ruler on earth. He was a mighty hunter before Yahweh. This is why people say, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before Yahweh. His kingdom began with Babel, Erech, Akkad, and Calneh in the land of Shinar. Asher went out from that land and built Nineveh, the city Rekhovat, Kalak, and Resin, between Nineveh and Kalak. That one is the great city. Mitzrayim fathered the Ludim, the Anamim, the Lahavim, the Naphtuhim, the Patrusim, the Kaslukim, and the Kaphtorim. Canaan fathered Sidon, his firstborn, Het, the Yebusai, the Emorai, the Girgashai, the Hivite, the Archai, the Sinai, the Arvadai, the Tismarai, and the Hamati. Afterwards, the families of the Canaanite were dispersed. The border of the Canaanite was from Sidon as you go toward Gerar to Azah, as you go toward Sodom, Amorah, Admah, and Zeboim to Lasha. These were the descendants of Ham, according to their families and languages in their lands and in their nations. Children were also born to Shem, ancestor of all the descendants of Eber, and older brother of Japhet. The sons of Shem were Elam, Ashur, Arpachshad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram were Utz, Hul, Geter, and Mash. Arpachshad fathered Shelach, and Shelach fathered Eber. To Eber were born two sons. One was given the name Peleg because during his lifetime the earth was divided. His brother's name was Yoktan. Yoktan fathered Almodad, Shelef, Hatzarmevet, Yerak, Hadaram, Uzal, Dikla, Oval, Avimael, Shiva, Ophir, Havilah, and Yavav. All these were the sons of Yoktan. Their territory stretched from Mesha as you go towards Safar to the mountain in the east. These were the descendants of Shem, according to their families and languages in their lands and in their nations. These were the families of the sons of Noah, according to their generations in their nations. From these, the nations of the earth were divided up after the flood. The whole earth used the same language, the same words. It came about that as they traveled from the east, they found a plain in the land of Shinar and lived there. They said to one another, "Come, let's make bricks and bake them in the fire." So they had bricks for building stone and clay for mortar. Then they said, "Come, let's build ourselves a city with a tower that has its top reaching up into heaven, so that we can make a name for ourselves and not be scattered all over the earth." Yah came down to see the city and the tower the people were building. Yah said, "Look, the people are united. They all have a single language, and see what they're starting to do? At this rate, nothing they set out to accomplish will be impossible for them. Come, let's go down and confuse their language so that they won't understand each other's speech." So from there, Yahweh scattered them all over the earth, and they stopped building the city. For this reason it is called Babel, because there Yahweh confused the language of the whole earth, and from there Yah scattered them all over the earth. Here is the genealogy of Shem. Shem was 100 years old when he fathered Arpachshad, 2 years after the flood. After Arpachshad was born, Shem lived another 500 years and had sons and daughters. Arpachshad lived 35 years and fathered Shelach. After Shelach was born, Arpachshad lived another 403 years and had sons and daughters. Shelach lived 30 years and fathered Eber. After Eber was born, Shelach lived another 403 years and had sons and daughters. Eber lived 34 years and fathered Peleg. After Peleg was born, Eber lived another 430 years and had sons and daughters. Peleg lived 30 years and fathered Reu. After Reu was born, Peleg lived another 209 years and had sons and daughters. Reu lived 32 years and fathered Serug. After Serug was born, Reu lived another 207 years and had sons and daughters. Serug lived 30 years and fathered Nachor. After Nachor was born, Serug lived another 200 years and had sons and daughters. Nahor lived 29 years and fathered Terach. After Terach was born, Nahor lived another 119 years and had sons and daughters. Terach lived 70 years and fathered Avram, Nahor, and Haran. Here is the genealogy of Terach. Terach fathered Avram, Nahor, and Haran fathered Lot. Haran died before his father Terach in the land where he was born, in Ur of the Kasdim. Then Avram and Nahor took wives for themselves. The name of Avram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah, the daughter of Haran. He was the father of Milcah and of Yiscah. Sarai was barren, she had no child. Terach took his son Avram, his son Haran's son Lot, and Sarai his daughter-in-law, his son Avram's wife, and they left Ur of the Kasdim to go to the land of Canaan. But when they came to Haran, they stayed there. Terach lived 205 years, and he died in Haran.